Hi friends, Krista here. Thanks for stopping by Books and Jams. I am here today to do a book haul. A big stack of these I've already hauled in my independent bookstore day video, but I haven't yet added them to my spreadsheet or included them in a haul. So I'm just gonna go through these really quick. And then I have a few that were sent to me and a few others just here sitting, waiting to get hauled. So here we are. I'm going to quickly go through this first stack because you hopefully, if you saw that independent bookstore day video, you will have already seen these. So I purchased Saving Ruby King by Catherine Adele West. This takes place in Chicago. A young woman's mother is found murdered and the police kind of dismiss it as another act of violence in a Black neighborhood. But for Ruby, it has devastating effects and she's left with her abusive father. I've heard that this is really good, so I'm glad I got that. A surprise one that was kind of a prize when I bought books from a store. I got this one, Where You End by Abbott Kaler. Someone suggested this would be a good Christmas book exchange book. I think they might be right because I don't think it's a Krista book. I purchased A Shadow in Moscow by Catherine Ray. She's an author that I would love to read to zero. I really love her books. And this one is a historical fiction set in kind of during that, just after World War II, but also during the Cold War in the 1980s in Moscow. So looking forward to that. This was one of my anticipated reads that I picked up, the Finders Keepers Library. I need to keep this one out because it looks very spring summer to me. Absolutely want to read this one this summer. This is by Annie Raines, contemporary bookish book with a delightful cover. I got this one on Independent Bookstore Day, but it was also a day that my Nicaragua team was hosting a vendor event and I did a used book table. Some people donated some books and I purchased this one from one of the ones that someone donated, The Ichabod by J.K. Rowling. This is a book that she wrote during the pandemic and had children illustrate, and the winners of those illustration contests are in this book. So I'm excited to give that one a try. I'm so excited to read Crow Mary by Kathleen Grissom. I loved two of her other books, The Kitchen House and its sequel, Glory Over Everything. This one takes place in Montana, however, in 1872, involving the Crow people, I believe. And Crow Mary, I think she witnesses a massacre of Nakota people. 40 innocent Nakota are killed by a drunken gang, and Crow Mary single-handedly rescues 5 Nakota women who are being held captive and abused by the gang. And so it's about the colliding cultures between the white people and the native people. I've heard good things about it and I love her writing. Another anticipated read that I picked up is The Bright Side Running Club by Josie Lloyd. This one involves women who have breast cancer and a little running club that they start. So I think it's going to be a little bit heavy hitting but contemporary about women friendships. I picked up a graphic memoir, Mexicid by Pedro Martin. And I'm very excited for this. I love graphic memoirs and I've heard really good things about this one. And I think it won awards this year during the ALA Awards in February. I think this won awards and I'm not sure which one. And then this is another Newbery. This one is a Newbery Honor book by Laura Amy Schlitz, Splendors and Glooms. I feel like it's perfect for October. She wrote another Newbery winner, Good Masters, Sweet Ladies, which I really loved earlier this year. And so I'm excited to read something else by her. And then this cozy mystery I'm going to put up on my TBR shelf as well, because I just feel like I want to read this one soon. A Murder for the Books by Victoria Gilbert. Blue Ridge Library Mystery. The Blue Ridge Mountains are here in Virginia, part of them. And so I'm really excited. It's going to be somewhat local and also just a bookish cozy. I'm here for it. I feel like I want to try more and more cozies because I hear a lot of people talking about them and they always sound like the type of mystery that I'm really going to enjoy. 3 more that I got kind of myself. A couple weeks ago at work, I took the 2 little kids that I watch. One of them takes swimming lessons, and in the plaza there is a Books A Million. And I didn't know that we had a Books A Million nearby here. So of course we had to go exploring in the Books A Million, and I found The Hidden Child by Louise Fane. And I brought this one home. It sounds really good. A shameful secret threatens to destroy a family. Okay, so Eleanor and her husband, I don't know where this takes place. Possibly Germany? So Eleanor is happily married, the mother to a charming 4-year-old girl, Mabel. Her husband, Edward, is a leading light in the burgeoning eugenics movement, which is designing the very ideas that will soon be embraced by Adolf Hitler. But then their daughter Mabel develops epilepsy. Their world kind of falls apart. The daughter's shameful illness must be kept hidden or his life work and the family's honor will be in jeopardy. So I don't know that I've ever read a book where epilepsy is a part of it. And I just feel like that's going to be really good. So I found that and it was super cheap. So couldn't resist. And then in my most recent weekend vlog, I did some little library tours and I only picked up 2 books from little libraries and it was the same one in the last one. So I grabbed Sabriel by Garth Nix. I think this is a YA, possibly middle grade fantasy, the start of a series. Dark secrets, deep love, and dangerous magic. Sent to a boarding school in Ancelstier as a young child, Sabriel has had little experience with the random power of free magic or the dead who refuse to stay dead in the Old Kingdom. Okay, I don't want to really read too much more, but let me know if you've read Sabriel and if you liked it. I'm not sure if I'm going to like it or not, but I got it. I grabbed it. And then if you find this letter by Hannah Brencher, this is my journey to find purpose through hundreds of letters to strangers. This is a memoir, nonfiction. I don't know if the letters themselves, yeah, there actually are letters in here, but fresh out of college, Hannah moved to New York City, expecting her life would hold all the glamour of a movie. She'd be successful. She'd make a difference in the world. She would naturally find her place in all things love and happiness. Instead, she found herself fighting against depression and loneliness in a city where she felt like nothing more than just a face in the crowd. Okay, so in order to kind of ward off her disillusionment and depression and loneliness, she starts writing letters to the people that she sees on her commute to work and in coffee shops and stuff. And then she starts leaving these letters all over Manhattan and it kind of blows up. She actually puts a promise on the internet. If you need a letter in the mail today, I will write you one, no questions asked. Overnight, her inbox exploded with requests from all over the country, all over the world. And then letters to strangers became Hannah's labor of love, and they quickly spread into a worldwide phenomenon through the website that she launched. The world needs more love letters. Oh my word. I love that so much. I did not realize that this was what it was. So I love the idea of letter writing and I thought that it sounded cool and it does. It sounds so cool. Then I have 4 books that were so graciously sent to me. Oh my goodness. I received from Judy, who is my Brandon Sanderson supplier. She pretty much has bought almost all of the Brandon Sanderson books that I own. Not all, but almost all. And she sent me Yumi and the Nightmare Painter, which is one of his secret projects from last year or the year before, and The Frugal Wizard's Handbook for Surviving Medieval England, which is also one of the secret projects. So thank you, Judy. She sent me these as kind of part of my celebration for 8 years on BookTube. Thank you, Judy. You're so sweet. You're so sweet. Oh my word. I'm so excited to read more Sanderson. I talked about this series because the author / publisher has sent me books 2, 3, and 4 of this series, but I did not have book 1. And so I said at some point I need to get book 1 so that I can actually start this series. And so Linda sent me this, book 1 of the Dreamkeeper saga, so that I could go ahead and get started with this series. This one is called The Dragon and the Stone. It's by Catherine Butler. I love these covers, and I believe these are Christian fantasy middle grade books, and I'm really excited to get started with a series now, thanks to Linda. I really appreciate that. That's so sweet. So sweet. And the final book that was sent to me is in a gift bag. It's been sitting on my shelves, and I keep saying I need to do a video so that I can open it up. The card here says, Happy 8th BookTube birthday, Krista, which was at the end of April, from Catherine Stevens. Catherine! What a fun surprise. Let's see what it is. Yay! The Outlaw Noble Salt by Amy Harmon. Oh my word, I'm so excited. This is Amy Harmon's newest book. I obviously did not have it yet, and now I do. Oh my word. When can I fit this on my TBR? Hopefully soon. My word. So this is going to be kind of a fictionalized fictionalized story of Butch Cassidy, who was a famous outlaw here in America. Infamous outlaw Butch Cassidy decides to go straight, but he discovers there's too many powerful men he's crossed won't let bygones be bygones. To have a chance at a new life, he'll have to become someone else entirely. But then there are people in his life who kind of know who he really is. Yeah, a criminal with a code of honor falls for a songbird with secrets of her own. Yay, a little bit of romance in there, as she always does. I'm very excited. Thank you, Catherine. My goodness. So sweet. So that is it. That is my book haul. Mostly books that you've seen before from that independent bookstore day, but now I can go ahead and add them onto my shelves and them onto Goodreads and put them away. So they're not all stacked up over there where I stack my hauling books. So they're not all just stacked up over there willy-nilly. They're going to get put away. Thank you so much for watching. I would love to hear if you've read any of these. Which ones are you most excited for me to pick up? And I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you being here and spending some time with me today. And I look forward to talking with you in another video very soon. Bye.